What is going on? I'm Styler, and in this video I will review the 5.5 inch Mlais M4 Note in black from Geekbench.com. The M4 comes with the Android 5.0 Lollipop out of the box, a 5.5 inch HD IPS screen, the 64-bit MTK6732 chipset, 2GB RAM, 16GB ROM, dual SIM, of course 4G LTE support, a 13MP rear camera and 8MP front camera. Also notice that this phone has a CNC metal frame all around the edge and that the overall build quality actually feels pretty good compared to plastic. Let's have a look here on the design and also let's have a look on the back. So first of all, you see here the black screen here, really nice and dark. We see here the proximity sensor, we have here the earpiece and light sensor. Also the front facing camera here should be on 8MP, but I believe this is interpolated. You see the bezels here, we see also we have the home button here, so the menu and back will be here and have backlight, so you can't see them right now. We see here on this side we have the volume rocker. On this side here we find just the microphone. Here we have the power button. In the top we have the micro USB port together with the 3.5mm headphone jack. On the back we find a 13MP rear camera together with the LED flash. And this looks like some kind of fingerprint reader, but I think this is just fake. I think this is just for the looks actually. We have here the Mlais logo here in silver. You see the back side here looks like leather, but this is some fake leather. Actually the back here is just of plastic. I would say the plastic is not that hard, it's a little bit soft to touch, but still it's just plastic. And below here we find the rear speaker. The frame here is made of real metal, so the frame is hard, but you can see that somehow they painted the frame here black, and I believe on the white version they painted it white. And this could not be everyone's taste. For me it's okay. Still I think it looks premium. And let me just do a 360-degree turn of the phone, so you can see the whole design here. Very nice. Let's have a look here inside the back side. So the back cover is a little bit tight to peel off. This is normal thin plastic here. We have the battery here. You see the battery is actually kind of big for this phone here. Below here we have the rear speaker first. We have the big battery. We see it's dual SIM. We have here SIM 1 and here SIM 2. So this is micro SIM and this is normal size SIM. Below we also have support for TF cards, micro SD cards. Here again we see the LED flash, we have the rear camera here and the GPS antenna. Here we see it says LTE. Let's have a quick look here. So here it says 2400 mAh. Inside here we will find the IMEI numbers together with the model number, the band and the logo. We also see a small CE logo. So I will now jump right to the test. If you want to see more of the phone design and the accessories included here in the box here, you should check out my full unboxing video, and you'll find that on my channel. Below in the video description I will also provide timestamps for this review, so you can jump around the things I have tested. And in the end of the video I will also list my main pros and cons, so stay tuned. So out of the box this phone came with Android 5.0 Lollipop. But that version was extreme buggy when I used it, so I was kind of disappointed. But Mlais just released a new OTA update on their webpage, and actually I also get a second one here some few days ago over the air, so you can update this wirelessly. And after I flashed this, the phone now runs almost perfect. All serious bugs were fixed, so now I'm actually very pleased with the M4 here. Okay, let us try to turn on the phone, and we see here the Mlais logo. Okay, so here you see the lock screen, and we see it's the Lollipop lock screen. Let me just unlock. Here we have the UI. So this is true Lollipop Android 5.0. Let me just scroll a little bit here, and you can see here it's very smooth, no lag. Let's see here in the app drawer, same here. And actually I installed some test apps, so that's why I have really many apps now here. Let's just have a look here in the quick toggles. You see them here, and also notice that we have here backlight in the menu and back keys here. Unfortunately there is no kind of notification LED, so we don't have any LED here in the top, but you can use the app called Flash Alert, and then you can actually set it up to flash with the LED here on the back. And let's just go through these here. We have display, sound, storage. Let me just show the storage here. Of course it also supports SD cards. Total space here about 5 GB. Then we have the phone storage here about 8 GB. So they split this to 2 partitions, and I will also provide a link in the video description where you can see the Geekbench 3 battery test I ran, and actually the results are okay for the device, I would say. Compared to other China devices, it's not that bad. Let's see here in apps. Let's see the RAM usage, the consumption. Let's see here in running. So we see 662 megabytes is used. That's pretty much, I would say. Free is still 1.2 gigabyte of RAM. Totally the phone has 2 gigabyte of RAM, so that should be enough. Let's see here, we also have support for off-screen gestures. Let's go inside here. Double tap to wake, swipe up and swipe down, and different gestures on the screen. But here I must say that double tap to wake for some reason don't work for me. You can see here doesn't work, and actually it's enabled. But off-screen gestures like draw a C does work. As you can see here, the camera is starting up for when I draw a C. You can also swipe up to unlock directly and so on. Draw an M for music. See here in more gestures. You can set this up. Let's go back. So let's see what we else have here. Language and input. See in language, let me just scroll through these. So you can of course pause the video if you want. Developer options, about phone. So it supports wireless update, and this is working. Also here you see the model number, Android version. You see here my build number here. So this one is from the 12th May 2015. So this is really new. Let's check out the Android version here. See, it's Lollipop. So that's it for the settings. Okay, so let me just try to show you YouTube. So when I got the phone, the Lollipop version out of the box were extreme buggy, and actually YouTube didn't work. It stopped and crashed and so on, but this version here is working just fine.
Smartphone unboxing video.
Okay, so also WhatsApp here is working just fine, and of course also Facebook. And the colors here on this display here, I would say is more cold. So the white is cold white, it's not warm white, and for some this could be a minus, but for me it's okay. And now let's try out the LCD test here. So here you see the black color here, really black, no back bleeding, so that's just fine. Let's check out the viewing angles, the light turned off. So you can see here, very good viewing angles and very vivid display here in my opinion. And let us also try out the multi-touch test here. Let me just lay it here and let's see. So we see 5-point touch, that's fine. And also one thing I have to say is that the glass here is a little bit rounded here, not much, but you may notice it here. So they call it the 2.5 arc screen, I believe, in China. So this is when it's a little bit round here in the edge. And some few words regarding Wi-Fi and reception. As you can see, I'm on 3G here with the SIM card, and my Wi-Fi is in full top here. But I must say the Wi-Fi is good, but not as fast, and the range is also not as good as on the more expensive China devices I've seen. And we see here I'm on 3G, but unfortunately my area here doesn't support 4G, so I can't show you the 4G reception, but the phone also support 4G LTE. But just be sure that your carrier, if you're in the US or elsewhere in the world, support the network band mode that this phone also support. And for the band modes, please have a look below in the video description or on the web shop you want to buy it, because not every carrier or network is supported in this phone here, so just be aware of this if you want to buy this phone. Okay, so you can see I have disabled the Wi-Fi, and it's disabled here, and enabled the data connection. Let's just try here the browser. Let me just try to go to Google. Yeah, so you can see it loads Google. Let me try to type something here. You can see the keyboard also. Let's try to search. So you can see the internet is working, and still just on 3G, no Wi-Fi enabled. And let's have a look here on the multitasking overview. So this is Lollipop here, you can see, very smooth and fast. And let us try to open up the camera app. Okay, and let me just do one picture here. Fine. Let me just zoom a little bit here so you can see the quality. Very nice quality here close up. And of course it also supports different filters here. See in the settings. We have here picture size 13 megapixel. I believe these are interpolated. It could be that we only have a true 8 megapixel sensor inside. Full screen, standard. We have face beauty. Okay. So for camera samples in full resolution, I will provide some samples in the video description. So don't forget to check this out if you want to see the true quality. Let's check out the LED flash. Okay, so we see it here. So I would say it's kind of strong. Not the strongest, but better what I have seen on some other China devices. But we are talking about a single LED only, so of course it's limited. But the small LED here seems to be very strong actually. So not that bad. Okay, so here I have tried now to connect the USB on the go cable here with the USB stick, and the phone does support USB on the go. Let me just open the file manager here so you see the external USB storage. Let me try, for example, other here pictures. So these pictures are located on this USB stick here, and you can see this is working fine, no problems at all. It's fast. And let's also try out music here. Let's see, let's try this one here. And actually the sound through earphones here is good. The quality is very nice with the Piston 2 here, and also the volume is good and loud, so you can listen to music without any problems on the Mlais M4 here. Let me just try here. Okay, so this was just a small test. And next up I will do a test call. Let's try out the proximity sensor. Yeah, this is working fine.
Gewählte Nummer ist nicht vollständig. Bitte rufen Sie die Auskunft an. The number you've dialed is incomplete. Please call the information service.
And let me also try to test the earpiece here.
The number you've dialed is incomplete. Please call the information service. Die von Ihnen gewählte Nummer ist nicht vollständig.
Okay, so this was the sound from the earpiece here, loud and clear. So now I'm going to run some different test apps and a game. I will turn up for the background music as always, so please check it out. So we are now in the end of this review, and I will now list my pros and cons. So two of the pros are that it uses one of the new 64-bit MediaTek chipsets, and it has plenty of RAM. The camera is pretty good in my opinion after the latest update. Before the update it was really bad. The phone also has a nice design and a very nice CNC metal frame. The M4 also has a nice bright screen with very vivid colors, but just be aware that the screen tends to be a little bit bluish. The battery is actually okay, and the on-screen time and performance is very good. It supports 3G and 4G dual SIM, and it has touch buttons with backlight. So two of the cons are that the Lollipop version that came out of the box had some serious bugs. But after the latest two updates, it now runs very good, and also the camera seems to make some better pictures. The double tap to wake doesn't seem to work for me, but off-screen gestures actually do. There's no notification LED, but you can use, for example, flash alert, and then the LED on the back can flash when you have notifications. The phone storage is split into two partitions. I would rather like to see one big partition for apps and games. And it is pretty big for a 5.5-inch phone, and unfortunately there is a lot of wasted space in the top and bottom of the phone, and also the bezels could have been a little bit thinner in my opinion. So the sound from the rear speaker is loud, but the audio quality is not that good. It's very metallic. And regarding the Wi-Fi, the range and speed is actually good, but not as good as seen on some of the more expensive China phones. And last, rooting this phone is not currently possible, and it's hard because it's running Android 5 Lollipop. So this is the end of this review. Remember also to check out my blog. You find the link in the video description. If you have any questions, please comment below, give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks for watching. See ya.